Here is everything you need to know about the 2021 BMW X3 30i. My name is Denver. I'm a client advisor here at Parkview BMW in Toronto, Canada, and today I'm going to take you through everything that you need to know about the BMW X3 if you're considering purchasing one. Now today I'm going to go through a walk around of the vehicle. I'm going to explain the differences and all the packages and options that you can get for this vehicle, and at the end I'm going to break down the ordering guides and all of the prices and everything like that. So if you are interested in the X3 M40i, go ahead and click this video right here, and if you're interested in the plug-in hybrid, the X3e, go ahead and click this video right here. Now, I'm going to break down everything there is to know about the 30i. The X3 30i has a 4-cylinder, 2-liter turbocharged engine that's pushing out 255 horsepower with 290 foot-pounds of torque. All the power you need to merge onto the highway, pass somebody, anything like that without going above and beyond, while also having great fuel economy. Now, you will notice behind me, I have two X3s here. The reason for this one is our normal standard X3, and this one is an X3 package with the M Sport package. So I'm gonna go through each of the different packages that these vehicles have to offer and explain everything so that you know what you're looking for when purchasing your next X3. I'm going to start with our standard X3 and I'm going to run through all of the standard features that this vehicle offers before I start jumping into what the packages are and everything that gets added on as you go up the packages. So the X3 is going to offer a couple packages, starting with Premium Essential package, then we have our Premium Enhanced package, Advanced Driver's Assist, M Sport package, and finally the Ultimate package. So I'm going to go through all these standard features first so that you know what you're getting no matter which package that you get. Now, on the front of the X3, we're going to have standard LED headlights, standard fog lights, and then you're going to notice some dimples here. These are going to be the standard proximity sensors, or as BMW calls it, the park distance control. Moving over, we're going to have our grills, our signature BMW kidney grills. Now, what's different about this compared to other cars is these are active grills. So in between the slots here are actually active. So when the vehicle needs to get cooling for the front, for the engine, it's going to open up those slats, allow the air to go through, and once it gets all the cooling it needs, it's going to close. And when it's closed, it's going to create a lower coefficient, a lower drag coefficient. So basically, better fuel savings when it's closed, and only opens when it needs to provide you more air. We do have some vents below as well, and then you'll notice the main thing to tell between a standard X3 is that we're going to have this aluminum that's part of the bumper here. And it changes a bit on the M Sport, but we'll go over that next. Now, on the side of the vehicle, we have standard 19-inch wheels, air breather vent, and again, the aluminum along the bottom of the trim, satin aluminum windows surround, and then right above the wheels, you will notice that this black strip here, it looks black, but it's actually, when you look up close, it's a black plastic, not the same body color as the rest of the vehicle. It's not painted, it's just plastic. Now, part of a standard feature on the X3M is going to be our driver's assistant, and part of that package is a pre-collision system in the front to let you know if you're going to hit any pedestrians or going to rear end a vehicle. It's going to give you an alert, and under 60 kilometers an hour, it's going to automatically brake the vehicle to avoid any pedestrians. On the mirrors, we're going to have standard blind spot monitoring as well as auto dimming mirrors for the nighttime, and it's going to be heated as well, so in the wintertime it's going to automatically melt the ice away. At the back of the X3 we have our fuel filler cap. You're just going to press and it's going to pop open, and then you'll be able to take your gas cap off and rest it on a nice little resting perch right there. Now, it's only going to open automatically if the vehicle is unlocked. Once you lock the vehicle, a small pin comes through and locks this so that nobody can put sugar in your gas or just steal it. On the back of the X3, at the top, you're going to notice the shark fin antenna for all of your radio stations. That seems to be a signature with all of our BMW models. And then lower, you can see the badging for xDrive 30i. So all X3 models are going to come with standard all-wheel drive system, or as BMW calls it, xDrive. Coming over, right beneath the BMW logo, you're going to have a small button. You just press, and you have a full power tailgate that's going to come up. Now, in your settings, you can adjust the height of this to be at 80%, 90%. So if you're a little bit of a shorter person and you find this is too tall for you, you can set that maximum height to be reduced so that you can always touch the button to close it. Another standard feature for this is going to be, you have two buttons here. One's just to close it, and the second one is to close and lock all of your doors. So if you grab that last grocery item out of your vehicle, and now you're ready to lock your doors, instead of getting your keys, all you have to do is press that lock button, and it's going to close your car. Don't worry, if your keys are inside, it's not going to lock. It has to sense that your keys are in your pocket outside of the vehicle. Now at the back as well, on the bottom, we also have the park distance control or the proximity sensors built into the bumper here. So even when you're backing up, you're gonna know how close you're getting to this wall or any obstacles that are nearby. We have our aluminum diffuser and our 2 tailpipes. Now inside the trunk, we do have a privacy cover. So you can just pull this forward and nobody can see what is in the back here. If you have any valuables or anything, somebody's trying to peek in, they won't be able to see it. Now, if you do want to remove this, there is a switch over on the right side. You just press that down and this bumper will come out and you can store it away underneath this little flap here. BMW did an awesome innovation from their last generation. I had a previous X3 and whenever I removed this privacy cover, I had nowhere to put it. Thankfully on the new ones, BMW built it into under the trunk. Now, if you lift it up even farther, you have a bit of extra storage space for any rubber mats or carpet mats or an umbrella, anything like that, since there is no spare tire on these because they do come standard with run flat tires. Then when you're ready to close the tailgate, all you're going to do is press that button and the tailgate is going to automatically close for you. As well as you have the standard reverse camera. Also, all of these tires are going to have standard tire pressure monitoring systems, so you always know what your air pressures are going to be like. Okay, now let's take a look inside and check out all the standard features that the X3 has to offer. Now, some of the changes that BMW made from the 2020 to the 2021 X3 is they now included the Vernasca leather as a standard feature compared to the synthetic leatherette. This option here is the beige Vernasca leather option interior. Now on the door panel, you're gonna have your unlock and your door locks, you're gonna have your seat settings, and down below you're gonna have all your window switches and your mirror controls, as well as your trunk release button is right here as well. Hopping into the inside, we do have our nice leather steering wheel. On the left side of the dash, we're gonna have all of our light control systems here. And then down below that, we do have a little storage panel where you can stuff some items away. Now your seats are going to have all your adjustability to the bottom left here, as well as a small button to control the bolstering on your seat to tighten it in or loosen it up, depending if you're a smaller person and you want to feel more held in place in your seats. Now on BMW steering wheel, on the left side we have our standard dynamic cruise control. On the right side you have all of the controls for your infotainment system, as well as your standard heated steering wheel and your standard sports transmission with the paddle shifters. On the left side is going to be your turn signal, and at the end of the stalk you have a small BC button. You're going to click that to cycle through the information in the bottom of your gauge cluster. On the right side of the steering wheel you have all of your windows controls with automatic window wipers. It will automatically sense when it's raining and wipe it accordingly to how fast it's raining. On the inside you also have an auto dimming rear view mirror, so if somebody is blinding you from the back, it's going to take care of all that light. Push button start is just behind the steering wheel here, with a small button for the auto off and start engine. If you don't like your engine stopping when you come to a red light, you can just switch that button and the engine will stay running the whole time. But if you want to save as much fuel as possible, just leave that feature engaged and the system will sense when it needs to turn off when you're at a complete stop. Now, standard BMW X3 is also going to have electronic seats with memory settings, satellite radio, BMW Connected Drive app services, the hi-fi sound system where we have 2 speakers in the system, under the seats, basically speakers everywhere. Also going to include the floor mats is another standard feature, as well as standard tint from the factory. So all of these windows are tinted in the back to give you some privacy and protect you from the UV rays of the sun. So as you can see, I am wearing a new suit because it is a different day. I had a little bit of technical difficulties with my filming equipment yesterday, so I was going to finish everything up today. So let's get back into all these standard features on the X3. I've gone through almost everything, but I'm going to take you through a couple things that I missed on the interior, including the gauge and the navigation, and then we'll hop into what all of the packages have to offer for the X3 30i. Now on the mirror here, you will notice this small triangle. That is for your blind spot monitoring system. So if it's illuminated orange, you know that somebody's in your blind spot. And here you can see the outer edges. That's for the auto dimming. So everything inside of there is going to auto dim if somebody has a bright reflection going into it behind you. Another standard feature is going to be this courtesy door lighting. You can kind of see it right on the floor there. If it was really dark, you'll be able to see it has these nice swoosh marks that go back and illuminate from the mirror all the way onto the ground for you. Now moving on to the interior, all of your window controls, your rear window safety for children, your mirror. So if this is pushed to the left, it's going to adjust the mirror on the left. Push to the right, you'll adjust your passenger mirror. If this is pushed to the right, when you go into reverse, the mirror will not fold down. But if you have it pushed to the left, then your passenger mirror will fold down as soon as you are going to put in reverse. And then you can adjust it all through here. And then this is going to be your trunk release button. So this one is the black Vernasca leather interior option, which is now standard, new for 2021. Vernasca leather is now a standard feature for the X3 30i. Now, this is going to be the standard gauge cluster that you'll get. It's analog gauges with a nice digital screen at the bottom there that you can see. Now, with the BC button here, you can cycle through the information at the bottom and get lots of different information. And that's all the options. Now the 2021 X3 30i is going to come standard with this gauge cluster and the iDrive 6 infotainment system. So previously on the 2020, it had the standard Live Cockpit Professional, which included the iDrive 7 and the fully digital gauge cluster. Now they've gone backwards, included Vernasca leather as a standard, but taken away the Drive Cockpit Professional. And now we're back to iDrive 6 here with a little bit of a smaller screen. When you go with the Live Cockpit Professional, it has a larger screen here, utilizes the whole screen. Now your steering wheel controls, you have your downshifter, your cruise control. So this would be to turn it on, set it, and then up and down. Now this side of the steering wheel is going to be your infotainment system, so volume up, down. I like how they now added from the last generation BMW the forward and backwards for your songs. If you scroll here, it's going to go through all your radio stations on your gauge cluster. And then down below you do have your menu if you want to bring up and go for change your source, satellite, radio, FM, and then make your phone calls if your phone is connected, or use the BMW Assistant where you just click this button. And then on the menu, now you can ask BMW what to do, like navigate to Parkview BMW. And then it brings it up for you, whatever you need it to do. Now coming down, you have your four-way hazards, and then this is going to be a quick button to all of your safety systems that come standard. So your pre-collision system, your blind spot monitoring system, everything like that, and you can go ahead and configure or leave them all on. Your pedestrian warning, front collision warning early, lane departure warning on always, so it'll vibrate that steering wheel if you're fading out of your lane, and determine your blind spot detection, how early or late, or even turn the whole system off if you want to. So all of your safety systems can be configured just by quickly pressing that shortcut button. And then coming down, you have all of your radio controls. For 2021, they have removed the CD player. So now this is just a blank tile with a blank space over here. Your 1 through 8 buttons can be saving for anything. So as you scroll your finger across, you'll see at the top, you're seeing that they're not assigned. And if I want to assign something, all I would do is say highlight, let's say navigation. I'm going to press and hold 1. And it programs in. So every time I click 1, it automatically takes me to navigation. You can do that for any of your favorites. Coming down, you have your climate control section, your heated seats. You will notice that there's one blank tile on either side, and that's if you go for the optional ventilated seats, that's what that tile will be for. And then coming down, you do have privacy cover for your cup holders, and then your standard cup holders. Coming down after that, you have your traction control. This is going to have 2 modes, so you can click once and you're going to get DTC, which is basically getting you out if you're stuck somewhere. Press and hold to release and fully disengage all traction control if you want to do some drifting in the parking lot. You have your sport, comfort, eco modes. When you're in comfort or you go to sport, it's going to change the settings and change the gauge cluster. Now when I start this up, that's going to be, so that's going to be eco mode. It goes blue, comfort mode's nice and orange, and then sport mode goes this nice white. The next button is going to be your proximity sensors. So if you're in drive and you just want to pop up the proximity sensors, you just click that button and the screen is going to change and let you know what's everything's around you. So you can see how close you're getting to a pole if you're trying to get into a tight spot. And you can adjust everything over here. If I want to see the rear view camera at the same time, do I want to see the lines, the guidance lines, you can turn that off. The next one is going to be your speed limit for when you are going down a hill. So you can adjust a certain speed that you want to go, like a maximum speed for when you're going down a hill. You have your transmission controller, your park, a little unlock button on the side, so you just make sure your foot's on the brake, push, bring back, that's drive, push, and go forward, and you're in reverse, and to park, you click that. Now you have your electronic parking brake system, push down to release, pull up to engage with the auto hold feature. So when you have the auto hold feature engaged, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have this light, on the dash here. I'm gonna disengage the parking brake. So you're gonna have that light on, and then when I go into, so basically it's gonna hold your brake pedal so that you can release your foot at a red light. And then coming over, you have your iDrive controller, menu, communications, navigation. If you want to see a full video on the iDrive 6, just go ahead and click this video right here. And that will give you a full introduction of everything that's iDrive 6. This is also touchscreen, so at any point you can touch and drag and do whatever you want. Now at the top here, you have your light controls. In your glove box, you're gonna have one USB-C connector. Coming around to the back seats, you have your climate control system and two USB-C chargers. If you have the rear heated seats, you'll have two buttons here. Now your seats can do a 40-40-20 split. If you pull this lever, it's gonna do a 60-40 split. If you pull the center, just the center will come out. And if you pull the last one, just that last tile will come out. All of your headrests are adjustable, can go up and down with the release of that button. And then your center console that you can pull here. It's always really tight on new cars. You're gonna have an extra two cup holders that you can unfold in there. Okay, so now I'm taking you through all the standard features on the X3. Now I'm going to move over to our M Sport package X3 beside. I'm going to highlight what all of the changes are when you add on the M Sport package, and then I'm going to go through the Premium Essential and the Premium Enhanced packages. Okay, so on the side of the X3, what you're going to notice is the wheel well trim is no longer a black plastic, and it's now the same body color as the rest of the vehicle. The side skirts are no longer aluminum colored, and it is the same paint the rest of the vehicle, as well as the rear fender wells are no longer black plastic, and they're painted the same body color just like the rest of the car. On your wheels, these are the 19-inch wheels. It's the only one that comes with all-season tires. You can upgrade to the 20-inch wheels with performance tires or the 21-inch individual wheels that also come with the performance tires. Now, the brakes that are in here are the standard blue M Sport brakes. You can go with the optional red M Sport brakes for red calipers instead of blue. And the only thing left on the exterior is going to be the black roof rails instead of the satin aluminum roof rails. Now on the back here, the difference with the M Sport package is we have a different rear bumper, which is going to stay the same body color as the rest of the vehicle. And then dropping down, we do have the black with the black diffuser. You will notice the black chrome tailpipes. That's part of the kidney grills and exterior content. Okay, now on the inside, what the M Sport package is going to change is you're going to get this M Sport door still. You're going to get the M Sport brake pedals, the M Sport steering wheel, and also the variable sport steering that will change depending if you're in comfort mode or sport mode. It'll make the steering either more comfortable or tighter to give you a sportier feel. On the door panels and on the interior, that trim is only available with the M Sport package. Now besides that, that is everything that the M Sport package is going to change on the 2021 X330i. Okay, so now that I've taken you through all the standard features that's on the X330i, I'm going to take you through the package levels now. So the first one we have is the Premium Essential package, and now I'm going to take you through everything that's going to be included in upgrading your vehicle for the Premium Essential. Okay, so the first item that's going to be part of the Premium Essential package is going to be the universal remote control, or as I like to call it, the garage door opener. And what it's going to be these three buttons here on the end of your mirror. And you can program in your garage door opener so that instead of having a bulky item on your visor, you can just click this button and your garage door opener is going to open up. Now, the next item that you're going to have is going to be the comfort door access. So you are going to need the key into your pocket. And on the door here, you're going to notice that there's three little lines, and these are going to be your heat sensors. So when you want to lock your car, you just press, and it locks. And then when you want to unlock, you just put your hand in there, and it automatically unlocks. Now you can set it so that the mirrors automatically fold in when you lock the doors. Now what is also part of the comfort door access system is once you have it, at the rear here, you have your rear comfort access for the tailgate. So all you need to do is do a little kick and the back is going to open. So just take your foot and a little wave in front of it like that, and the door opens up. and then just with your foot again, just a little wave, and it's going to automatically close for you, part of the comfort door access system. Now the next item, part of the essential package, is going to be the satin aluminum roof rails. These are going to be included with your essential package. Now the next item is going to be the panorama sunroof. So once you have the sunroof, it's going to include these buttons, this control switch right here. So you just press one, and the privacy cover is going to go away. And now you have this big, beautiful panorama sunroof. You click that button again, and you can either close the sunshade or open the sunroof. The next feature, part of the essential package, is now going to be the ambient lighting that you notice on the door and then underneath the dash here. And you can change this between 8 different colors through your iDrive settings. You can change the ambient color, and here's all your options. Now the last item that's going to be part of the essential package, which has changed from 2020 to 2021, used to be a one-off or in the ultimate package, and now it's part of both the premium essential and enhanced packages, and you're going to have this wireless charging tray. So you can just put your phone on there, it's going to start charging, it's going to light this little LED up blue, and then you can also notify you if you get out of your car and leave your phone charging. Okay, now that we've gone through the Premium Essential package, what we're going to do next is we're going to go through the Premium Enhanced package. Now the Premium Enhanced package is going to include everything from the Premium Essential, plus a lot of more added features. Okay, so the first item in the Premium Enhanced package is going to be the rear sunshades. So these are the rear sunshades that will go down and out of the way. You just pull this tab, there's 2 tabs at the top, you click in, and that's going to be the first option in Premium Enhanced package. The next option in the Enhanced package is going to be the lumbar support on the front seats. So you'll have all this lumbar adjustable support for your front seats. The next one is going to be the storage compartment package. What the storage compartment package is on the back of the seats, you now have these little storage nets. And then on the trunk, an extra storage net on the left side here. The next item it adds is the rear heated seat. So now we have rear heated seat buttons for the back, part of the Premium Enhanced package. Then the next item is going to be the galvanic controls. So the galvanic controls add this galvanic silver buttons instead of the traditional black buttons that you experience with the base package. So the next item that the enhanced package also includes is going to be the Harman Kardon, which was before in 2020 it was just the ultimate package or a one-off, and now for 2021 models it's included in the premium enhanced package. The next item is going to be the BMW Live Cockpit Professional, which is the full digital gauge cluster. When it started, it has the map in the center. So now we have the map in the center, and when you go to eco mode, it fully changes between blue and red and back to comfort mode. And then it's also going to include the much larger display screen, and as you'll see here, this is the iDrive 7. So if you want to know everything about the iDrive 7 infotainment system, just go ahead and click the link that's going to pop up right here. And then the last feature that is part of the Premium Enhanced package is going to be the heads-up display unit. It's very, very hard to see because of the screen recording, but basically you can kind of see the lights, 0 kilometers that are right there. It's going to tell you your speed, navigation, everything. It's going to pop up on the windshield. This is a mirror unit that reflects up onto the windshield. You can see all of your information from the head-up display. Okay, now that we've gone through the Premium Essential and the Premium Enhanced packages, now I'm going to take you through the Advanced Driver's Assist package. What this is going to include, the first one is going to be the Driver's Assistant Plus, and then the Parking Assistant with the Surround View camera. Now, if you want to see all the details for the active stop and go cruise control that's in that package, go ahead and click this video right here, and I'll take you through all the details. And if you want to see the parking assistant with the surround view camera and the self-parking feature, go ahead and click this video right here. So if you do have an X3 that has the Premium Essential package, plus the parking assistant with the surround view camera, that's either the one-off feature or part of the Advanced Driver's Assist package, you are going to get this different gauge cluster that is both digital and then also keeps a solid frame around the outside, which is a little bit different than your standard one and your full live cockpit professional LCD screen. So it's very interesting that BMW actually has 3 different gauge clusters for the 2021 X3. Okay, now the only package left to go through is the Ultimate package. The Ultimate package is going to include everything from the Premium Enhanced, the Advanced Driver's Assist package, plus a couple extra features added on. Now, I don't have one ready yet, so don't be surprised. The next clip is going to be me in a different suit. I was going to get that vehicle ready for you so I can take you through those added features. Okay, so the first thing for the Ultimate package is going to be the adaptive LED headlights that I have here. As you can see, this is the normal LED headlights, and then these are the fully adaptive headlights. Much more sportier, aggressive look with the halos. Instead of being a circle, they're kind of sharper edges. And these are going to be adaptive as well, so it's going to have the automatic high beam function built in. So you will see on your turn signal stick here, you now have a second one for BC and then your adaptive lights. So when your lights are on, you can turn on your adaptive high beams. Now the next feature that's going to be part of the Ultimate package, above and beyond everything else, is going to be your adjustable rear seats. So as you can see here, the farthest seat back is actually resting farther back than the ones up front, and that's going to be adjustable by the switch that is right here. Through this switch right there, that's your adjustability. So as you pull that lever, you can then go ahead and change the angle of the seats, you know, to recline farther back or sit straighter up. Okay, so the next feature is going to be the ambient air package. So when you have the Ultimate package, you get this ambient air, and they're basically like cartridges, kind of like you'd have for your printer. You get 2 different scents with them, and you can put them in, and then it will just come right out of the air vents as you're using your climate control system. If you want to know how to install these, just go ahead and click the link at the top of the screen. And now you have fragrance. So now you can choose which one you want, what the levels are. It's going to tell you, how strong you want the fragrance, and you can choose between blue sweet or gold sweet, and there you go. Okay, and the last feature is going to be the gesture control. So there is a camera located at the top here that comes down, and as long as your hands are in front of the screen, you're going to be able to do some motions. Right there, I'm lowering the volume. Now I'm raising the volume. You're going to be able to do a bunch of motions that will activate by your hand. And you can even set some adjustments to them in their settings. So let's go settings, gesture control. So now you can either turn the gesture control on or off, and you can see it's showing you the camera where you need to put your hand. You can have operational tips displaying. So as you can see to the right there, you can see it's telling you what the motion needs to be. Audio confirmation. And then you can also adjust 2 different function positions here, closing your hand, opening your hand, or 2 fingers forward, and you can program them to do what you want. So either mute, play, control, guidance, home, recent calls, notifications, and there's a whole list of what you can select them for. And that is BMW gesture control. So those are the 4 things that you're going to get with the Ultimate package on an X3 30i. Okay, now that I've showed you guys what all the features looks like, I'm going to take you through some of the ordering guides so that you can know all the pricing for these packages, and then go through some of the optional additions that you can add on that BMW really allows you to configure when you go for a factory order. You don't have to always get every single packages like the parking assistant with surround view. You can add that on as a $1,000 option. You don't have to get the full Advanced Driver's Assist package. There's a lot that you can configure and make the vehicle exactly how you want it. So this first one here is just going to highlight the differences between the 2020 X3 and the 2021 X3. So the main thing to notice is that from the 30i variant received a $2,300 price increase from the last year. Now it does include the vernacular leather as a standard option, but does remove the Live Cockpit Professional and replaces it with the Live Cockpit Plus as a standard equipment with the iDrive 6 instead of iDrive 7. Then it also says that the wireless charging tray has now been moved into both of the premium packages instead of being Ultimate or a one one-off feature before, and they've added the option in for the red M Sport brakes where only the blue ones were available before. And then the last item here is that the CD player is now removed on all variants. One thing they changed here after this bulletin came out, as well as that they added the Harman Kardon upgraded sound system to the Premium Enhanced package instead of being previously in the Ultimate or one-off feature before. Okay, here is the ordering guide for the 2021 X330i with base MSRP of $52,550. I'm going to go over, highlight all the standard features, paint options, and interior options. Now, the non-metallic paints are no charge. Metallic paints are $895, with the Sunstone Metallic being the one paint that is actually $1450 to add on. Your Vernasca leather is a no charge option, and your extended merino leather options are $1,900. You can have that in three options: ivory white, Fiona red, or Tartuffe. Now I'm going to show you here what the Fiona red and black extended merino leather looks like. As you can see, it has the crosshatch pattern, a much softer leather compared to the Vernasca leather. Please note that all of the ordering guides that I'm going to go through are subject to change at any time and only are accurate at the time of posting this. BMW is able to change this at any time without notice. Okay, so feel free to pause this at any time if you just want to read everything. So our first package, Premium Essential, is going to cost us an extra $4,500 on top of the base MSRP. Premium Enhanced is $6,500. The M Sport package is $3,500, and then you do have some added options you can do. So you can do the dampener control, which is $1,000. You do have an option between wheels, so 20-inch wheels are an extra $1,000. The 21-inch wheels are an extra $1,500. And then you can go with the red M Sport brakes for $250. The next package is the Advanced Driver's Assist, which is $2,900. And then you have the Ultimate package, which is $12,100. And you do have the option here to remove the surround view camera and save yourself $500. Now you can see the individual options at the bottom of the screen here. And we're going to switch over on the next page, and it's going to highlight all the prices for each individual option. Okay, so now you can see it's either a no charge option or what the price is to switch to that individual option. If it doesn't have a price, then it just can't be ordered on this model. So feel free to pause these at any time if you want to review them. It's just going to cycle through so that you know what the prices are each individual item. If you want to customize like the ventilated front seats or any of the different trim options. Parking Assistant, Harman Kardon also lets you know like package requirements, you know, what can be configured, what can't be configured, if it's already included in another package. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, as it does help my channel grow. If you would, please consider subscribing and ringing that bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest BMW news. If you also like this and share this with somebody else who's interested in purchasing the X3, that would help me out a lot. And of course, if you're in Toronto, Canada, and you're looking to purchase an X3, please come visit me at Parkview BMW for the best purchase experience you can get. Now, I do have a giveaway contest going on my YouTube channel, so just go ahead and check the main page on my channel to see what the item is I'm giving away at my next subscription level. Every person that subscribes to me and sends me a screenshot is entered to win into my next raffle. Okay, so thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.